your message for 310.
Come in. Come in, please. And you are Mr.
Potter.
Potter, of course. Mr. Potter.
That's where I sit.
Yeah, wherever you feel comfortable.
Oh.
It's all right. It's okay. Just have a seat.
Can I have a glass of water, please?
Certainly. The water?
Lemon?
Of course, lemon.
How long do these sessions last? An hour?
No, a session typically runs 50 minutes.
Take a seat, doctor. No. There.
There's clearly something bothering you. Perhaps you'd like to talk about it?
No, I think you're the one who should talk, doctor.
Well, I'm here to listen, Mr. Potter. This is your time.
Actually, it's yours.
May I call you by your first name?
No.
May I ask who referred you to me? Why do you want to kill me? I have to say, I have very few clients who are so unwilling to talk about themselves. Have you ever worked with a professional before?
I'm not the type who needs to talk about feelings, Dr. Bell.
Then I assume I'm the first.
"44 minutes, 7 seconds.
No, you were late. You were late, Mr. Potter, by several minutes. I think we should make it an even 47.
I'm not here to barter for your life, doctor. "46.
Mr. Potter, may I get a glass of water?
Stay. Do you fancy yourself a Buddhist, doctor?
I do, Mr. Potter.
So you believe in karma?
It's one of its tenets.
So you believe that every action has its consequence?
That is correct.
And that every action you've taken has led you to this point?
You could say that.
So this is really all you're doing, doctor?
No, I don't see how that could be.
Tell me, I'm curious. Do you believe that when you die, you'll become enlightened?
Not my decision.
Perhaps you'll turn into a bug.
Now you're talking about reincarnation, Mr. Potter. That's one living creature being reborn into another. It's not karma. Thank you.
I need you to look at me, doctor. Look at me! Does this scare you?
Mr. Potter, I won't lie to you. You got a gun pressed into my head, so naturally I'm afraid. But you are the one who gave me 46 more minutes.
And the clock, as they say, is ticking.
Why do you want to kill me?
Because you're a fraud.
Oh, come on. We're all frauds in this world, Mr. Potter.
You're worse than most.
Is someone telling you this? Is someone telling you these things?
I'm not schizophrenic, Doctor. I didn't lose my job or my home. I'm strong, Dr. Bell. I'm strong and I'm sane.
I believe you, Mr. Potter. I believe you. But you came here with purpose. I'm trying to understand what that purpose is. Are you in pain, Mr. Potter? You know, it's all right for a strong person to feel pain.
She was in pain.
She?
Yes, she!
Please, you're going to have to tell me more if I could do anything to help her.
You can't help her any more than you already have.
So, this is about a woman.
She wasn't just any woman.
Right, please, please, tell me more so I can get to know her.
You already do. She was a patient of yours.
Patient?
Yeah. Katie.
I don't know a Katie.
Katie! Katie Cook!
Maybe you should describe her to me. It could jog my memory.
You know her well. She was beautiful.
Right, but what are some physical characteristics? Your hair color, eye color?
You know the answer.
So, how long do you believe I saw Katie Cook?
I don't believe she saw you, Doctor. I know she saw you.
How many sessions?
Long enough for you to destroy her.
So, in your worldview, you believe I was acquainted with this Katie Cook. Tell me, Mr. Potter, what did you do to your leg? I want you to tell me precisely what you did. What happened? Did you hurt someone, Martin? Yeah. Martin Potter, 3712 Moore Park Street, apartment 11, North Hollywood, 91620. It's ironic, my zip code is 92610. They sound almost identical, but they're at opposite ends of the city. So why don't you tell me what happened to your leg, Martin?
I haven't hurt anybody.
No. I'm just trying to understand the situation. I'm concerned, not only for my safety, but for yours as well.
When I found her,
Found her?
I didn't hurt her.
Right. Martin, what did you find?
You know those pull-up bars you put in doorways? The metal ones. It was a terrible thing to see.
She hung herself.
Or someone arranged it to look that way.
How did you happen to be inside Miss Cook's apartment? Were the two of you friends?
I loved her.
Lovers?
No, I didn't know her, but I loved her.
So you had no relationship?
We did.
Were you following her, Martin?
No, it wasn't like that. I wasn't following her. I saw her at the supermarket. She was very pretty in a long-sleeve sweater.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized that she was the girl from that commercial. You know that one? That cat food commercial?
No, Martin, I don't watch much television.
I did follow her once, but just to the parking lot. I needed time to work up the courage to talk to her. She got in her car and she drove away. There's nothing wrong with being curious about a woman, especially a woman like that. And then I saw her again the next day.
You went back to the store.
Same time. She was there again and again. Same time. She liked routines. People like routines, don't they, Doctor?
So you continued to follow her.
I just wanted to talk to her. You know, she was from Ohio, and she went to NYU to study theater. The internet only gives you so much. I wanted to know more.
Do you believe this was a healthy fixation?
Love is never healthy. It's destructive. You know that better than anyone.
No, I don't, Mr. Potter. I happen to be happily married.
Sometimes she got tomatoes or bottled water for her plants.
How did you know she had plants?
I thought maybe if I followed her home and got her alone.
Oh, Martin, this is disturbing in so many different ways. You may very well need help, but I don't see what any of this has to do with me.
This has everything to do with you. It was Tuesday. I was parked outside of her house. I was getting ready to leave when she came out. I thought maybe she saw me and she wanted to talk. But she got in her car and she drove away, and I followed her here. She rang your bell.
This is a large building. There are many offices here. She could have rung any one of them.
The second on the left, the same one I rang today.
And I know I didn't see a Katie Cook on Tuesday, but I understand this is an important issue for you. We could check my register. May I? And there is no Katie Cook. Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Potter.
Her real name was Catherine. Catherine Friedman.
Well, Catherine Friedman, I know. She is a relatively new patient. I just started to get to know her.
Katie Cook was Catherine Friedman's stage name, as I'm sure you know.
I don't know that, Mr. Potter. I told you I don't watch television.
She was here for 2 hours.
Yeah. She double booked at the last moment, as is indicated on the note. She was off to Hawaii, I think, somewhere like that. I can't remember. But patients often double book when they're traveling.
I saw you hug her on the street.
I hug my patients sometimes, Mr. Potter. It's a totally normal response to a growing connection, and it's not uncommon with new patients. Empathy, Mr. Potter, empathy. Nothing more. And I resent the implication that you felt I had some sort of romantic attachment to poor Miss Friedman, or Katie Cook as you know her. Now, I must ask, are you now taking any psychotropic medications? Clozaril, perhaps?
I am not crazy. I saw you enter her apartment that night, run out a few minutes later.
I can help you, Mr. Potter. I can give you something that'll make you rest.
I have proof!
Proof of what? Your own manic episode? What? These are grainy photographs of a man vaguely resembling me leaving a generic apartment building.
It was you.
It was not.
After you left, I waited. She never came out, so I went in to check on her. You tried to make it look like a suicide, but I know the truth. I know! You called someone.
Who could I have called? You're the last appointment of the day.
Send them away.
I can't without opening the door.
You killed her. Just say it. I know that you killed her.
Martin, I don't know what you're going through, but the only thing this has to do with me is that I happened to see Miss Friedman the same day you followed her home.
And now she's dead. You killed her.
No, I treated a patient that fits the description, and that's all. You were the one who found the body. You were the one who didn't go to the authorities. You are the one who admitted stalking her, and you better hope this is declared a suicide, because you will be the one implicated in the murder, and whatever you did to your leg, it's not going to help matters. No!
You have 5 voice messages. New message. It's time that we tell her. I really want this to work. New message. You don't call me back, I swear to God, I will call her and I will tell her everything. Call me the fuck back. Sorry. I didn't mean to be so harsh.
Did you see that man who just left? He was a murderer. He tried to hurt me. No, we're safe. Don't move. This is Dr. Lewis Bell. I have a patient who's had a breakdown.
Dogs roll from the sea. Like shine light in the cloud. Sea lions, black eyes waking me. Takes me to sea of dreams.